try and I really like the model that Sarah had pointed out with this one. How it was like every 10% growth, they double your account, and I'd seen others have scaling models like that, but not like this. So I was thinking like, man, you take 1% growth on your account, and that's almost like making 10%. So I thought this is actually quite, this is worth it. The leverage was very low, 1 to 30, so that kind of sucks. But I don't really use when I'm scalping. Sometimes I want to put like a second position on, and then that means I'd use a lot of my margin. But generally, I don't really utilize much more than and on these funding accounts, you can't really use 2% risk anyway. So 1 to 30 leverage, like, although it's a lot less than I'm used to, it's not actually that limiting the way you need to trade on these things. So I don't know. I might have a little scan around as well and see. But that was. Hey, actually, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good man. Which platform you are talking about?
It was Funded Traders Plus. Funded Trading Plus.
Funded Trading Plus.
Funded
So
Trading Plus. Yeah.
resistance.
This one, really good model, and it was with 8 cap.
I think no minimum trading days.
No timeline.
Okay, nice. I'm also looking at recently the funded next one. They have a express model one.
Funded
next. Yeah, on the models, the express one. So in this one, the express one. Yeah. So I'm looking at so what they offering. Let's say you on the 100K account.
Yep.
So you have to make a 25%. No time limit. You just have to complete the 25%. And whatever that 25%, like let's say on the 20K, 25K. So after completing the challenge, in that process, every month, whatever you make, you get a 15% of that.
That doesn't come from your so it's 15% of your profits every month.
Yeah. And after completing the 25K, they give you the live account.
Yeah.
The first month is you get a 60%.
Yeah.
Then second month you get a 75%, and from third month is a 90%. And in this process, if you are consistently making 10% in a 3 months or 4 months, they increase your to 40% as scaling. So it will be 140.
Okay. What's this consistency rule?
Yeah, so consistency means you cannot change the lot sizes drastically, like a 0.1 to directly 1 or 1 to directly 10, like this. But with non-consistency, you can apply anything, and no time limit here also. But this one is expensive one. Yeah, this one is expensive one.
Yeah. Who's the broker?
8 cap.
Oh, okay. They seem to have a lot. So no time limit.
Yeah, no time limit, and you can. I think you cannot trade in news, but no one should be trading news for the challenges. And if you like, a lot of people think that you are just wasting your time when you are trading challenges, but here you are making money when you are in progress. Like this one, let's say, so 25%, 25. I mean, the 15% or 25K is around 37. I think something like that, 3750. So actually, you are making money in that. So you are not wasting your time.
Have a look at them. Meanwhile, I
So
was
when you
actually
say, oh,
hold it,
sorry.
hold a sec. I was going to try to catch this little drop. Second shot.
With video on, I've got to wait for all this crap to clear out of the way before I can access it.
Yeah, by the
Hey,
way, I
look.
got the bus sell from this area to push all the way to the here.
Yeah, I saw your screenshot. Nice.
Yeah.
I want to see something close. Thought about pulling the trigger just in here.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can get something to close.
Be careful a little bit because we have a news today, so price may range, try to taken out the previous here, this area, and then again range in this area.
You mean NFP?
Yeah, NFP. So today we have NFP, so probably we will range till then. And so what do you think about the NFP today? Are we pushing to the upside before dropping, or are you considering pushing to the downside to 1900 and then pushing to
Man, who knows? This move here, it's just been repeating itself. Like we had so this moved down and pushed up, and then like there was overshoot, and then we had continuation, and now this pushed up, had overshoot. So I'm wondering if we're going to have continuation.
Yeah. The only thing I'm considering that the price may push into this area, somewhere here, or this zone, and then price may push to the downside for the NFP. Usually, what happen at the NFP, price push one direction, then consolidate and correct all the move afterward. So same thing happened today also, like a pushing to the upside, consolidate into somewhere in this area, and then correct all the move to the, because the momentum is bearish for right now. Obviously, after yesterday's daily close, I think this push to the upside was just like a lot of people are thinking taking sell in this area, because people are thinking that the price should push to the downside. So this was just a grabbing liquidity to the upside from that area. And because if this was a true move, this first push, it should this shouldn't have happened right away yesterday. It should have just price just consolidated there, then come back and then again push to the upside. I mean, for the NFP price push to the downside.
You know what I think this move was from? I think this was money flowing from out of gold into stocks.
Okay.
Because
That Nasdaq and the Dow Jones are pushing yesterday.
Yeah, they absolutely flew, and now this hold a sec. What is it? I can't get rid of this alert. For some reason it's stuck on my screen. Okay, so I'm looking for this to drop down. $70 pips. If we can get down to this area. Really like the hours. Just got to be careful this 1:19:10 level.
On the 4 hour, we have one FU candle on the left side. Yeah. That bottom one. Yeah. But I'm thinking if this 4 hour FU candle able to broke the structure to the upside, at least you get some kind of reaction from that. Obviously we are bearish, but at least you get some kind of reaction from this area to at least 15, 17, 80 pips, and then again start breaking that area.
Yeah, careful. I'm going to be careful of that reaction. This held. It doesn't look like it held, but the top of this held for quite a bit last night. So I was taking little trades off there. I didn't get much, like 20 pips, 30 pips, and then I think the best was 35 pips, and then eventually it broke through. All right, so I really like how it's done this close. Now do the pullback. This is either fake out, or we're going to continue down now. So is this just inducing people to get in? Taking that liquidity.
Yeah.
Now we've got this move. Are we going to have a little reaction from here again and then come down? So anything under 1910. So be careful for that first little bounce from 1910, but after that, I think we've got fairly clean traffic. We've got monthly levels that could react from, but overall, I think we've got fairly clean traffic down. But you're right about the news, makes it a little bit tricky.
All right, coming a bit late. Where are you looking to enter this one?
Well, I was thinking on the 30-minute, I was kind of hoping to have got in already, somewhere up higher.
Oh, yeah.
On the 5 minutes, I was when price was already had that push up out of it. I was thinking about getting in around here, but my alert seems to be stuck. It's not really responding. I can't even get rid of it anymore. Once it went off, it's never left. So I kind of wanted to be in here.
Okay.
But it came back within like 0.1 of a pip.
Yeah, the same on an Aussie Jap one today. It didn't tag me in by 0.1 of a pip.
Oh yeah.
Quite annoying. Yeah.
My Aussie New Zealand trade has been running for so I took one yesterday around here, and then pretty much closed most around here. Didn't expect it just to keep on falling. With all that news that was around yesterday, I was a little bit cautious. But then I had another trade up after this spike up and came down. Had a trade inside of here, and I literally closed it here on this candle, like at before the rollover on Wednesday night. So I sat through it basically for 12 hours, and then woke up and I was like, oh, and it pushed down. So then as it came back up, I was like, oh, I'm so happy to go with it. But my target was more or less just this clean candle here, down to 1.092, and it's almost gone 100 pips on Aussie New Zealand. Crazy.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Are you still holding the runner on yours, actually?
No. Yesterday I already closed that around the previous NY low.
This one here, this morning's.
That I also close because we have a news today, so I don't want to hold anything.
Okay. Are you going to trade it all today, or are you going to wait till after news?
No, after the news.
Okay. Okay, so this is looking like it could be a fake out. Okay, I think we've got a bit of time. Danny, what were you going to say?
Oh, sorry, Hayden. I asked Akshay privately, so I should have done that in the first place.
No, that's right.
No, so that funding challenge, so you don't have any time limit. You can do.
So there's not like a phase 1 or phase 2.
No, just a single phase. Yeah, you don't have to. Just be consistent. You don't have to worry about the only thing is you cannot trade during the news. It's only available for the evaluation model.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like you can't hold over weekends as well.
Yeah, I think no one
and
should.
The drawdown's the usual.
Yeah, usual drawdown,
10,
the 5% and the 10%.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
And the difference between the MFF and the funded next is let's say you are on the 100k challenge. 1 second. 100k challenge. So once you start new day, your daily drawdown is fixed like a 95k. So if you take any trade and it move like a 5% in profit, but it didn't close and it move to stop you, it break even close. So that's a daily drawdown bridge for the MFF. But with funded next, it's fixed to 95. So you can do whatever it want. So you don't have to worry about if someone has a big RR like a 1:5 or 1:6. So they don't have to worry about like a price may push to the 5% and come back and hit their break-even trade.
That's I didn't realize MMF did that. That if you're up 5% and then it came down.
Yeah, if you are trading like a and MFF has some slippages also with gold.
It's good to have all this experience from from people that have tried things out like this. These are the little things that you don't see in the FAQs.
Yeah. And is it MT5 platform?
No,
yeah,
no.
MT4, MT5. Some do C Trader as well.
Okay.
Yeah, C Trader. I think C Trader out well for FTMO. I know about them at least. I don't know someone else.
I like MT5. Once you get the hang of it, it's very simple.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's not much to it, but you can get a bunch of tools that you can use. Like for example, the magic keys makes it so much simple.
Yeah, and I think on the C Trader you don't have you can put a partial TP with C Trader. You don't need a magic key on C Trader.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, let's say you want to close 50% here after your position is open here.
Mm-hmm.
So C Trader there is option you can put partial in this area, in this area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. It used to be if you had a non-hedging model, then you can just put an opposite sell trade in, like a sell limit, if you wanted to close some. Okay, German 40. Check German 40. See the 50 pip gap up in Asian session here. Haven't seen that before. It normally happens as the new day starts. Oh wait, in the Asian session.
That was the start of the day.
Start of today.
Yeah, there was a big gap in there, but
Like during when we opened.
no, just in between the opens. Not even. I've got 28 pips, but it's sort of it's
Here's-
like right at the. It's in the It's right in the
This is the open
oh,
here,
spreads.
and then 2 hours later another gap.
Oh, I haven't got any other gaps. I've only got that one gap at the start of the day.
Oh, okay, he's pointing out that there's a gap here, and then there's a gap here.
No difference. Nah. Just that second one. Oh, you know what? You're right. There is a teeny tiny little one in the New York session, but that got filled straight away. Like price pulled back and filled it.
Mm-hmm.
And then between the end of New York and start of Asian, there was another 28 pip gap.
Mm.
But price filled that this afternoon.
Yeah. There's a few little gaps here. See this? Oh wait, that's market open. Yeah, it's just the. I guess it's something to do with this candle, because this was pretty volatile at 9 p.m. last night. Like I was watching that on the 1 minute. No, I wasn't watching it, but I noticed the big spike at that time. It was really low volume, so got really volatile for some reason. Super late at my time. So when I was looking at these, it's like, oh gosh, that's looking unhealthy. So it's better just to wait for to trade back into a volume time. So little gaps. That's market open. That's your 50 pip gap, I think you're pointing out. 40 up to, oh no, it's only 27 pip. And then we had this is the 50 pip gap you're talking about. 2 hours later, yeah, for Tokyo Open. Oh wait, there's actually there must have been an outage. There must have been some data issue because that's a 15-minute. I'm missing 15 minutes here. You see the time down the bottom says Thursday 11:59 p.m. and then it goes back to 1:15 midnight. So there should be candles there. It's obviously there was just a gap in price feed. So then it for 15 minutes it must have been frozen for 15 minutes. All good. Luckily we don't get those too often in actual trading times.
By the way, if you look at this area, we have that FU candle here. This FU candle.
My eyes
Now,
just went to that.
Yeah, and now if you go to the lower time frame on this area, we will see that on 1 minute, we kind of got the good structure for the buy here in this area.
Sorry,
sorry.
let me just scale it for you. Go for it.
Okay, here this FE candle form to 50% area. This one is here. Then price push to the upside. This created liquidity here again, and this candle again retraced that FU. So this is a high confluence setup, like a price coming back to retrace that FU again and closing again attempted FU. So you could have just enter here, or even this candle also, keeping your stop loss below here. And we now already started pushing to the upside, like a creating structure higher.
Say that again here. What's your trigger to just enter after this candle without when?
No. Here this FU form.
Yep.
Then we kind of created liquidity here by closing side by side candle here.
Okay.
This, and after that this candle came back to retest that FU.
Yeah.
So this is a high confluence setup, like a FU candle, then price consolidated and a price again come back to retest that FU and close attempted FU or FU candle again. But this is a high confluence setup. You can enter right away here, keeping your stop loss here or below here.
Because I get confused sometimes in this area where I hesitate and I blink and I think, should I wait for a double bottom now?
Now this could have been this could have been a bad entry if this candle came all the way and created double bottom, because price again came back to that area to break that double bottom, and then it could have just pushed to the upside. So if it,
let me just take care of this. So
I grab a screenshot of that.
yeah,
Haydos,
that's what I was doing.
Thank you.
Goldie rocks. Look at it go.
I also found this setup yesterday on the GBP USD, that 4-hour setup I previously sent. Same kind of 4-hour FU retest, and then afterwards we start pushing opposite direction. Risk entry could have been here after retesting that area, that FU candle, but you can enter after confirmation, like a FU candle form or attempted FU one.
Interesting. Let me just tag that in. There you guys in the chat.
Next price action video. You.
All gold. Can we break up now? Now they've got the fake out.
Yeah.
Can
I've
we
been in this way down the bottom.
down in here?
Yeah, I caught it this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And I've just held it. I'm on DAX as well. I caught that one off that FU candle as well.
Just wondering if, like what actually I was going to say, we're just going to keep on ranging. Maybe the range plays would have been the smart one to have taken rather than breakouts. I haven't actually updated this. What was that that pair you were saying? Actually, was it pound yen?
GBP USD.
Oh, USD. Oh, that's the one you talked before.
And I already sent a chart on the. If you can look, go to the 4 hour here. We can discuss it here later.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, so previous entry was here somewhere. Okay, here, this one. Price pushed to the downside, broke the structure after breaking this low again, and price come back here to retest. And now you have to go to the lower time frame in this area to see the price.
Lower again?
Yeah, 5 minutes. Okay, yeah. So after that, price tapping into that area, price start shifted the structure here. And then we kind of created liquidity. This is all liquidity. And here you can see price, this is the area where price come back, and again price got shifted from. So you can just take entry right away in this area somewhere, keeping your stop loss here, or you can say somewhere above if you are not confident. And price again push to the downside here from this area and right away. And this was like a news candle, you can say news effect.
Yeah,
but news
Bank of
effect
England.
just came back to that, just to that area only. The price where initial move started. But it was based off on the 4 hour, that the 4 hour has to respect this area, whole area, to push to the downside.
I would have got nervous taking a sell with all this length of time. I quite like after this move down and then on the retrace.
Yeah, that's where I got in last night.
Yeah, I remember you on your screenshot. Because this was early. This is the Euro Open candle. Well, like the hour 6 a.m. Start of the Euro pre London session. Then this is the actual Euro Open official Frankfurt Open candle. Then once we broke down, that would have been nice. So they bought from Euro Open to sell.
Yeah, and if you look at, nothing is left behind, like all dojis has taken out before pushing. Like here, this dojis has taken out by this one. Even this doji is taken out here. So everything is taken out before pushing to the downside.
Yeah. Man, there's been so many nice price action trades this week with all that volatility.
Yeah.
Just the skies that were behind all this news, where it can like really mess things up for us. How can I get this thinner? Oh my gosh. This is too fat, this line. Hey Ivan, how are you, buddy? There we go. That's what I want. Well, it's not doing much. I haven't got anything yet. Glenn's in a couple buys, and on this and German 40. I'm just waiting to see if, was hoping to see that this was a fake out, this one candle, and then the next time we're breaking that we could actually fill this range, but it's not having it. I would have liked to have got on the pullback down so that I wasn't trying to take the breakout, but actually have gotten in going down to do the breakout, but it didn't come back. You can see how close it got to my alert, to alert me of the fact that it was at my level. Other than that, I've got nothing. So maybe this was a fake out. Little 1 minute liquidity candle. Might just see they're just going to drop all the way down, or we'll give you a little retest and then you can take it down. But I quite like that little move. I like when price does this, gives that little support and then pushes down. The danger is that, exactly that. But now if this stopped and started forming a resistance, I would be tempted to take that back down. Because this is, but that's liquid. No, it's too. Oh, maybe I could get in. Because this little fast move could be the fake move. I might actually give that a little shot. I might put a little. No, wait a second. If something is pushing up and starts breaking that low, I could be tempted. Kind of just playing the range. But let's see. We need the candle to close. We can't take a bearish candle inside of this bullish candle because it's too bullish. But we need to see a candle, or I need to see a candle close. So at 25 seconds, and then I can see something breaking that low of the if this candle closes a little bit bearish. I'm back on my trusty broker now, so I'm not worried about execution speed. Okay, so the close is like a little bullish candle on my broker, but it's bearish on TradingView. Something to wick up and then start breaking the low. So break that high first. Oh. Okay, if it's breaking the low and then it starts pushing above, that means don't touch it. But it would have been nice if it was breaking the high and then going down. I just don't know if this candle, what this one's going to do. But if this little move up was the fake move, then we could probably get trades underneath this candle. Then it gives us a little bit more information. So far just a little pullback. We just need that to be a support. If this can be a little support candle breaking the low, then I'd give it a go. Just won't die, that alert. It's there forever. Okay, 12 seconds. Okay. So I'm looking to trade down. It's just where I get in. At the moment what we're doing is we're creating structures. So we're creating structure, first structure. Now, is this a little fake support? If this rejects and pushes up and then rejects the third time, I'll get in down here. But if this is just giving it a retest and then pushing up, means I'm still sitting on my hands. Morning, Matthias. Oh, okay. Is it just gonna move without me? It's dangerous because we're inside this range and it's news day. Hey George, how are you, buddy? Just want this to do something because I've only got an hour left. Oh no. Okay. Well, slowly and surely it's saying I should have not been so hesitant up here. Just wish that wicked up and then came down. But that fast move, see how fast that 1 minute candle was if we replayed it. The fast move can be the fake move. So is it going to give another pullback? Five minutes, faded out that move now. It's breaking the low. Yeah, okay. I think on a pullback, any pullback I'll take. Might give that a little shot now. No, not yet, not yet. Okay. Give that a little shot.
Yeah, it's looking good at the bottom. Now, if you look at if you go to the 5 minute, you will see that at the bottom we have a hanging flower.
Oh yeah, hanging flower down here. Yeah.
Yeah. So that has to be taken out before the price, if price want to push to the upside.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the range, so I don't want to trade in this range.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. I was back up my entry again. I can't see. I've got when I have Zoom open, it shows these apps on the side. Okay, so what was it up? Only 7 pips up. Oh, don't break the high. I'm just moving my areas. Just gonna give it. So stop loss is set here. Target is set. I haven't got magic keys open right now. Let's take out that hanging flower.
Leave the flower alone.
Yeah. Oh, that hanging flowers where you've buried your stop loss.
No, I'm below the first of those 3 leg swings that come down at the bottom of the range.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 minute doji, sort of at the what's that? 9 o'clock candle.
I'm gonna target all the way down here, but I'm gonna take some partials at around 40 pips. I'm gonna let the rest run. I'll close 50%. I'll close 50% if it blesses me with getting down to 1911, and then I'll let the last 50% run. Oh, that's all my stuff. Sorry. We'll stick in the lower time frame. Better scaling. Come on. Let's see. This is only 0.2% risk. So I'm keeping my risk low because it's more like just seeing if I can get a 5 to 1 out of this. I'd be very pleased. If I lose 0.2, I'm not too bothered. Getting a little volatile here. Bouncing around 4 pips.
German 40 looks like it's going to close that fair value gap on the leg down.
I can clear all this stuff now. We're taking a screenshot already. Oh gosh. Yeah, looks like a nice little support's formed. If this isn't going to pop down again, it's going to have a nice range to fill.
Yeah, it's just left that little range it's been sitting in. Well, it's closed above the range on the lower time frame.
Yeah, looks good. Hopefully this is the liquidity candle, and this is the liquidity generated. Little doji liquidity candle, pulling liquidity. Now we can just keep on going. The pattern looks nice. What do you take of this, actually?
Yeah, it's looking good. But it's just right now it's just the middle of the range, so I don't. I usually try to take it at the middle.
Yeah.
Either I want to take it at the bottom or at the top. So that way I can hold that position for longer period.
Yeah, like I could easily do that. Because then it'll just be the same sort of pattern that's on the screen now, but just on the 5-minute time frame.
Yeah, but it's looking good based upon that previous doji, this doji on 1 minute here.
Yeah.
This doji price previous try to taken out that doji high, and then we are rejecting. Even here, this doji is taken out by this wick here.
So long, I just want to see this. Hang on a second.
This is another good setup, like a FU candle, doji candle high has to be taken out, and then price simply just going to push to the downside.
Mm-hmm. Little on, so that's, yeah, liquidity candle. On my broker, this is not a higher high.
Mhm.
Trust at the store as soon as everyone's looking at it. It's got shy. Come on, gold, don't be shy. Don't be shy. You can drop. Come to Papa. How's your week looking with all the news? Did you guys come out ahead? All that volatility?
Are you talking to someone else?
No, everyone.
Right.
Anyone? How about you?
Okay. Yeah. So this week, yesterday I got nice, so I can chill today. Last week was perfect for me. Last week was a lot of good opportunity. Even this week, 2 days I got like more than 8%. So I don't have to worry about now.
That's awesome. Yeah. What was it? What do you normally risk on the? It's FTMO you're with, aren't you?
Yeah. So I use 0.5.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. So it's like 16R
Yeah.
overall for the week. How many trades was that in over?
Let me check. Yeah, it's around 7 trade. Six yesterday, and this one today is seven trade.
Yeah, good restraint as well. Really good.
Yeah.
Just over a trade a day. Just being really patient. That's the main thing. That's what I gather every time you're trading. You can really sense how patient you are waiting. You know exactly what you're waiting for. No little
Yeah,
rushes
I
of
mean,
blood.
this year I'm just trying not to. So whenever I come into the chart, I'm just marking the highs and lows areas where I can look for the entries,
Mm-hmm.
and I just simply wait. I don't try to take entry in between that area, between areas. I just simply wait for price to come back to bottom side area to look for the long position, or the top side area to look for the short.
Yeah.
Because it's just a liquidity areas, price moving from one liquidity area to another liquidity area.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Good advice. That's why I find I trade too much inside of these little areas. Usually as well, like sometimes my morning schedule. Oh, there we go. Nice little push. Then my morning schedule is if I'm doing something early, then I find it messes up my natural routine, and then I just sort of sit here waiting for when I'm normally at the computer, and then by the time I get to New York session, some days I've been here for like 7 hours, 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too long. Then I start losing focus, and then if New York's a slow start, then it's yeah, I just start getting distracted. That's what happened yesterday. I was struggling with my broker, and then I was just distracted as well because I was doing something from 8 my time in the morning, but then I got up at like 7, and then I found I just was sitting here from 8 all the way up till 1:30, and then I just knew I was not focused. So then it came to like I was sort of watching all the news, and then the time I got to New York session, an hour into New York session, I was like, oh, I just can't sit here any longer. And then yesterday was that 500 pip day. Stop start break even.
No, I don't even expect it yesterday this much going to happen. I just simply enter. I thought I can get 50 pips, but when I saw the candle formation after that, I just closed 50% and let it run because I already in profit for the week, so I don't have to worry that even it hit my break even, it's not going to change anything for me.
Yeah. Probably gonna take me out. Don't do it.
It's just coming back to retest that fair value gap. Oh.
Oh shoot. The spread took me out.
Those are two massive pushes, super quick in both directions.
Now it's just going to push.
What a prick.
Yeah, that's the thing with the tracking trade in the middle of the range.
Yeah.
You just spike at the direction and then you move usual direction afterward.
Yeah, I was just thinking as well just then. I was like, as soon as I move my stop loss, it's probably going to get taken out. Oh, far out, man.
Did you get slipped?
Don't think so. Let me just... Where's my history? How can I show trade history? Oh, I've opened up MT4. That's why. It doesn't show on it. Does it show on MT4? It should show on MT4, doesn't it?
No, not on the MT4. It's only for the MT5.
Oh, okay.
Scalpel from that liquidity. You just retested that LQ candle.
I made 3 cents, so I didn't get slipped. Oh well, because I moved it. I did move it. Just a touch under my entry, just in case. And then the spread got me far out. Oh well.
Yeah, that price just came back to retest that FU candle again.
Yeah.
We kind of broke the structure here, so price came back to retest that FU.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see what happened. We still in the middle of that, and we have this FUG remaining, fair value gap remaining here.
Yeah.
Even at the bottom also this area. This doji also, so price may come back.
Makes
taken
sense.
out that.
Needs to come down here now. Now that's done all this way.
Still that bloody clean candle there on the left.
Take out that hanging flower
Yeah, I like that. I like the hanging flower. That's good.
and then bounce back up.
Anything that's hanging should be left alone.
Yeah. No, even if you look on the left side here, you can find a lot of hanging flowers taken out before price, like here, this one.
His hands are looking for to catch the hanging flower.
Yeah, we need a better name for the opposite.
Yeah. If you have anyone else has some better name, you can trademark that thing.
I like hanging
I
flower
think
because it
it's-
seems to be just hanging there in space.
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah,
like an
I
Aussie
agree.
hanging flower. It's upside down.
I
Hanging
agree.
flower.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna really think of something.
I don't know. It's what you guys called it in the beginning, so that's just how
Yeah, I
just
never heard it
rolled.
until now.
Like the FU, it's like the FU candle. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah, when it touches it, you scream out.
That Silvio was funny yesterday. I was cracking up. There's this
Even
guy.
here also, this one taken out before price pushed to the downside.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm starting to see these a little bit more. Oh, it's going to do a wick fill now. This is why trading in the range sucks.
No, it will
So
be
I
eventually going
traded
to come back
the-
downside to taken out this now.
Do you reckon it could be just reacting from this one as well?
The fair value gap on the left side, this fair value gap,
You need to
price
hold more, right?
retested that. Yeah,
What are you saying, Danny?
yeah.
Oh, I was just saying that you didn't do a stream last night, and I've subscribed to Raja Banks, and he did a stream last night. I was going to bed because it was late, and he was trading the pound interest rates,
Yep.
with the pound news. So he did that, and then he did the euro. So I just watched the pound, and then I took one with him with the euro, which was really good.
Euro
So
yen.
he waits. Yep, euro yen. Yeah.
Oh, he traded euro yen.
Yeah. Yeah, he did pound yen and then euro yen.
Huh.
So is that because the news was on pound, obviously, and
No,
the
there's
yen
euro news as well
would
after.
be, yeah, so but pound yen and then euro yen. So did he pair it with the yen because the yen would be
No, he always does.
weaker?
He always does pound yen. Pound yen and
Oh,
gold
okay.
are his two things. He
Yeah, okay.
he very, very rarely does euro yen, but I think because yesterday we had
Because we had the euro news as
the
well,
euro
so he
news
did that.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves trading
Yeah.
news. He's really good at it, but he loves it. Like it's not the best way of his style of doing it. Isn't like
Yeah.
he doesn't overcomplicate it. But
Yeah.
like you watch him trade on he'll do CPI and I mean, he probably
Yeah.
might do NFP today, but he'll do a straddle trade most of the time, unless he's got a firm idea. Like when it comes to interest rate news, he's always saying like he's got a pretty good idea of what interest rate news will do, and like say if someone gets
everything
elected, then he's got a good idea with that. But in terms of like reading fundamentals and like being really technical with his levels, he's just like, nah, he'll have a bias and then he'll just do buy stop, sell stop. Yesterday is a little bit different probably. I think yesterday he would have been a bit more picky with it. But say if it's like CPI, then CPI, he'll just do a buy stop above and a sell stop below, knowing that slippage is part of it.
Oh, you're right.
But his because he has his own broker, Dominion Markets, and when I look at it, like his latency is it must be really, really good. He like his slippage that he gets still gets slipped, but it doesn't get like slipped that much. And if I was on Pepperstone or IC Markets or something like that, my slippage would be insane. So you got to be careful doing some of those things on your specific broker. Like if I was trying to do that on especially if you're watching on YouTube, because there's that 10-second delay or 5-second delay or something. That's a good point Matthias is saying. So you need a combination of factors to trade like that straddle type, but I think I've only seen him take like 2 losses out of maybe 15. And when he wins big. When he loses, I think he's only lost big once. Rest of the time, he's really, really good with his risk management. I've never seen anyone as good with just cutting trades and seemingly not really being too bothered by it, which is incredible.
No. His psychology is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he waited for the volatility and everything. But everything that he said played out. Like he just knew
price
how
action.
it was going to play out.
Yeah, it's just price action. Following candles.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I can hear you in my head when he's talking. Like I find a lot of similarities.
I learn a lot from him. That's why. So I give him
okay.
credit for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, no.
Hey, no.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. This
This one was break-even trade for me.
yeah, for this take you
Yeah.
out. Yeah, what a
Yeah, we are talking about your hanging flower.
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing. I like it.
Yeah. This is liquidity over here. This is also liquidity over here.
Yeah, that's where I was. The hands didn't work. Oh, Dan, the man.
You got these
Good message,
buys from the
though.
bottom, Hayden.
Thanks for watching, Dan. Hey, we're catching up later. What did you say?
Hey, Hayden.
Yeah,
I got this sell.
would that actually had that as well? No, it actually had. Yeah, that's
I
actually
closed my trade over here.
actually
No,
had
no,
that.
no,
As well.
no. I have my.
Oh,
previous
up here, look at you.
Yeah. Did you buy something
Hayden.
from the bottom, Hayden?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I think Glenn did. Glenn did from down here.
Yeah, I'm still in it.
The only one I had was up here.
Hey, Hayden.
Yeah, mate.
What trader were you just talking about with Danny?
Raja
Oh,
Banks.
Raja Bank.
Raja, thanks.
Yeah, Hayden didn't stream last night, so and then I was on my way to bed
This
and
guy.
then I got a message. I was looked at my phone and
Oh,
he's
it's
like
basic
live
scenario.
streaming. So I went on
Yeah, right.
and scored a 1%
Cool.
trade.
Yes.
Nice.
So this guy. So
Yeah.
who I used to. The first people I learnt from was these guys. So I give this guy credit. Oh. Forex Mentor, sorry. Not bad.
Joe Fraser.
Yeah, Joe Fraser.
Right.
What about that guy?
Forex Mentor. This guy. These two. They're very. I like the way they introduced me to trading via CD that I was given from Regan and Dave, and
Oh, yeah.
it was this guy originally, and it was just really pattern trading, but we didn't have anywhere near the same sort of level of price action reading that you could just get available. This guy came on, and he was just really simple with he's just really strong psychology, but there was too much that was missing in terms of like detail, because he wouldn't teach with you. It would just be like, here's analysis, and then go for it. You couldn't actually you'd catch up once a month with them, and you'd ask questions and things like that. But the format for me to learn in wasn't. I like them, but they weren't. I didn't get a lot from it. And then when I just listening to like podcasts, I was listening to this podcast called Trading Nut. This guy, the Kiwi guy, Cam, and he would have these students on that talk about this guy called Wicks Don't Lie. So then when I looked at Wicks Don't Lie, that's Raja Banks.
That's
So-
Raja,
okay.
Yeah. So then I like the way he was just like his style is really good. And then from Raja Banks, I learnt I wanted to focus more. He was just trading pound yen predominantly back like years and years ago. And then from there, I was introduced to another guy called Kerwin, who I really like Kerwin. So he's normally who I trade with on New York session. KTF, Kerwin Trading Floor. Kerwin's
Oh,
trading,
cool. I'll add Kerwin too.
but he doesn't really do too much on here. It's more just private group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he came on to my stream when was it? It was earlier this week. Sounded like he's from Honduras, I believe. Sounds like a guy like a Honduras, Central American Mexican kind of accent. So he's, in terms of like reading 5-minute charts, that's the first experience I really had with like 5-minute charts was from Kerwin. So then I spent a lot of time trying to learn what he was teaching in combination with Raja 30-minute type.
Yeah.
And then there was another fella who just sort of taught me a bit more about the 4-hour chart, and that was Chris Thacker from the London session. I'm not sure if he was getting really furious with the YouTube streams. The London session, I think. What's Chris's?
Monty's.
Yeah.
Monthly, yeah.
But it's something else, isn't it? Isn't it TLS community?
Yeah, trade with Monty.
Oh, Trade with Monty, sorry. That's it.
Yeah.
Trade with Monty. So he was really good with the 4-hour time frame and like picking targets and things. So I got a lot from
Using the 4-hour 4 targets.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and they all learnt from a guy called Uncle Ted. So they've all had their own styles. So that I've
Yeah, Raj as well. Yeah.
yeah. So I've pieced
Yeah.
when it comes to like pure price action reading, it was coming from all of these guys gave me my own personal style. Oh, and then the last guy, Capital Hungry, for fundamentals. He doesn't really tell you how to. Doesn't really show you entries, but the way he breaks down fundamentals is incredible. So I'd really give these guys a follow as well.
The angry guy.
Yeah, he's the angry one. He's the one that like gets banned
Capital
all the time.
hungry.
Yeah. So you like if you want some good breakdowns, you can follow some of that.
Banking
Well,
spikes.
But oh, here we go, you mother.
Oh,
So like they all have their own little styles, right? And
Mhm.
you take what you can and you make it your own, and that's what I've done. You know, I really like the 1 minute charts. Jeevan talks about Jeevan's Capital Hungry. He talks about the 1 minute charts, but he doesn't really break it down further than what he's really just going with fundamentals and levels. I'll read the 1 minute chart like I'll read the 5 minute chart, and then the guys here, Akshay, Null, and Sonai's getting into it. Manny's here. There's a few other guys. Muhammad. Is Dar here as well. So these guys introduced me from what I was teaching and looking at like dojis and ranges and all that kind of stuff. They were saying, oh, that's really similar to the liquidity concept. And I didn't know exactly what liquidity concept was. And that's where liquidity FU candles, and it was kind of like aligning a little bit with SMC, which is smart money concepts, but then to a liquidity point. So that's when, there's a couple PDFs that were going around, free PDFs from Mr. Casino. And Mr. Casino was talking about this concept of liquidity to liquidity. And I started to drill down to that a lot more, and I realized, gosh, it's actually really similar to how I trade, but more refined and more specific on some things that you're looking at. And that's where, we're always going to continue learning. You can have our style that you're happy to trade, but then you always want to get better and progress and see how you can get better trades. And sometimes that can be derailing, but other times it can be, gives you more motivation to be at the charts and learn, because trading can get boring and it can be frustrating. And sometimes, you can have a setup and a strategy that works, and then it just doesn't work very well for a while. And then it comes back again. And I think some of these if you can just read pure price action, then it really depends on how much volume there's in the market, whether you want to trade on the 31 hour or the 1 minutes. But the price action itself is actually really the same. But understanding price action should give you more entries and how you can get pick tops and bottoms, and then how you can get into the trade when the move's happening, momentum style trading.
Yeah. A
I
second
caught a
guess
nice entry
myself.
on.
Sorry, what was that?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I caught a nice entry on cable earlier.
Beautiful.
Just with 5 minute price action.
Mm-hmm.
Want to check it out?
Also, ICT, bro. They have a lot of content in YouTube.
Yeah. ICT, the Michael Huddleston, I think. He's the one that came up with SMC, smart money concepts. But he's all these. Like I've said before, all trading, there's nothing new in trading. All the concepts are been there for years and years and years. It's just the way that people put names to things that makes it stick. So he came up with fair value gaps, order blocks, and that stuck, you know. And now people just say that because most people know what you're talking about. But imbalances, clean candles, all very similar.
Yeah.
But they're all like, you know, good resources that you can get that taught me a lot as well. Just in terms of general price action, you won't see me with any indicators. I'll use things that help, like sessions. I really like session highs and lows. For EMAs, I'll have EMAs on my chart only when it's actually quite handy to automate EAs to take trades off of EMAs. So then you can actually do that. You can just say, well, I can set up a. This is where it's like MT4 is good because I can put MT5 or MT4. We can set a robot to say, take a trade when it gets off of X EMA, and then what you can do is just, rather than setting like a level, we can put an EMA and say, for example, like if price comes down to the 50 EMA, don't really care so much about the EMA. It's just a lot of time these moving averages can line up with levels, and then I can just say, well, when it gets to the 50 EMA, it's easier to code to take that trade.
Yeah.
So that's where I'll have EMAs on. Whenever you see me have EMAs, it's generally if I'm looking to take a trade as like a limit order, but just having my EA running in the background. Sorry, anyway, got sidetracked. Alan, your trade.
No, that's all good. So, yeah, just the retest of this liquidity candle here, which is the retest of a 4-hour one.
Oh,
so,
from underneath.
Yeah, so that's the.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
this
got.
Guy here.
No, not the doji one, the other one.
This one?
Yeah. So no top wick on the daily at that point, looking for it to create a top wick. And I've found lately, just at the end of Euro, it'll set up a liquidity candle for London to retest. That's happened quite a few times lately. Got in on the retest, thinking, London could break the low of the Euro, but it should be all good. I'll chuck an extra couple of pips on it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
and
nice.
then sat around a while, but then just popped up. Yeah.
Happens a lot that London will take the Euro high or low before it does the move.
Yeah.
So it took the Euro low and then boomed. It's really good.
Yeah, if you look at the 5-minute on 15-minute on that area, so the setup I was previously talking about, the FU candle, then doji low was taken out, again this candle close of FU candle. So
could enter there
like that.
Yeah, once that one closed, I was pretty comfortable it would go up. Yeah, whereas before that it was kind of sideways.
Yeah.
And all the previous doji was taken out, even this doji taken out by this one, and then it closed FU candle. Just right now we are bearish market, so just a scalping is a good thing here.
Yeah, I'm out now. Just got out at your black line there.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
we're hitting. I'd be cashing out now. Unbelievable. Can't believe that. So now what are we going to do? I think this could. What time is it? 10 past 10. Could this keep on going?
Yeah, it has to break that hanging flower now. This hanging flower here.
Yeah.
4-hour doji candle. But next point of interest area to take buy is below 1905.
Yeah, I wanted to get something under 1910 all the way down to 1902. I'll look at gold now.
Yeah.
That's so frustrating, man. Sometimes you just want to strangle gold. That was a perfect trade, but I managed it. I moved to protect.
No management.
I should just done
Where
that.
it's better.
Yeah, should just trust your levels, huh? I'd be way more profitable if I just set and forget.
That's what I've decided to do.
Yeah, that's me. I've got my target. I've got my stop loss. I'm prepared to lose my stop loss. That's why I put it in the first place.
Mm.
Yeah, you've qualified the risk.
Don't
You
play
won't
with
leave
them.
it
Go
there.
blind as
Yeah.
your mum would say.
Yeah, I could have. I guess I could have put. I didn't have magic keys open, but I could have done a partial TP, like a partial TP up here base, or partial stop loss. That if it came up back to my entry to automatically close 50% if I wasn't watching. To protect it, but I should have. This should be 1% down here already.
Don't play with your food.
Are you talking to us or talking to your kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
No. It's 9 o'clock, mate. They're gone.
Yeah.
Even my teenagers in bed.
Yeah, Doji here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Doji low was taken out. Now let's see what happened. Are we ready to break that double bottom, you can say, and then probably get some kind of reaction afterward?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just could I give him a second chance? Probably. Like after actually I was saying, this is just retesting this.
On 5 minutes
liquidity
there
candle.
was injury on 5 minutes.
Like on the 1 minute,
This
I mean,
one.
in hindsight, but if after this breaking the low, that would have been fine. 5 minutes. What were you looking at? Oh, here.
This one, yeah.
So that is. Because I think the area I'm looking at was here as well. So that, okay. So this one. But that's the start of the 4-hour candle. I'm sure I would have been thinking, where's the 4-hour wick going to go?
1905.
That's where I'm thinking that we could go all the way down to.
Yeah, also something curious is this pattern is really, really common to see. Here is the range, fake out first to the downside, then break to the upside, fake ups, and then continuation to the downside.
Right. So look at this. Is this going to be the same thing today?
yeah, yesterday we are talking about this one. Like first, this is go to the 4-hour. That is much more clear. Okay, here now on the 4-hour, a lot of people thinking this is a breakout, this one.
Yeah.
And they are going to selling. So what happened after that? Price just simply pushed to the upside. Now price after closing above this area or above this area, people are thinking now we are ready to push to the upside because we already grabbed liquidity from the bottom side.
Yeah.
And what happened after that? Right away, price push and close below that range.
Mm.
Now this is actual move can happen to the downside now.
Yeah.
Because the breakout can happen 2 times only, not 3 times. Like again pushing to the upside. That would have been like a crazy.
Well, gold is crazy. Could be the Harley Quinn week.
Yeah.
Yes, completely. And so look, the FOMC move, zoom a little bit in 1 hour, in 4 hours or 1 hour is also not okay. Yeah, look, the first move, we was like ranging here.
Yep.
Before the news was the moving out, then make the fake out to the bottom, and then was the move to the upside.
Yeah.
Like it's a kind of way that the algorithm playing, say, the opposite before the news, and then is the correct move.
Mm.
Yeah, it taken out all the liquidity from this area also. This liquidity, because a lot of people they are selling here. So this move was just taken out all those sellers, these sellers.
Mm.
And then actual move happened going to from here.
Yeah. So basically, before the news, what we expect from the price is to make the opposite move from the where the direction of the news is gonna be. So as we see, first move there in the FOMC was to the downside, and then correct to the upside.
Mm. Yes, I think it makes sense that we could finally be reacting for more downside, but who knows? Can I get this the stick? Why can't I get this the stick? Anyway, I'm gonna have to. I've got something at 10:30, so I've got 10 minutes left. So what I might do, I'm gonna get a coffee. Then thanks for hanging around, guys. That was good discussion. Good discussion on how to not mess up a trade.
Yeah. On you, mate.
So, alrighty. Now we're just gonna stay ranging here potentially, but good move down. Just unfortunately didn't. Yeah. Now we're starting to see. So probably just going to be rangy conditions now until NFP.
Yeah, most probably.
Might get one push, just maybe get like another little fake out, which could induce people. But other than that, yeah, be careful today. Cool.
Take care, everyone.
Well, yeah, take care. We'll see you guys later on.
Take care, Bob.
Okay.
Bro.
All right.
Okay, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.